José de Barros. I'm the Chief Decarbonization Officer for Lummus Technology. I'm based in Bloomfield, New Jersey, USA. Lummus Technology is a company that is almost 120 years in existence. It was founded in 1907. We offer and we license process technology in clean fuels, renewables, petrochemicals, refining, gas processing, and we also provide life cycle services, catalyst, supply, and also proprietary equipment and digitalization for our clients worldwide. That's an excellent question. Innovation is part of what we say Lummus DNA. In our 120 years of operation, existence as a company, one thing we're proud of is how we grew and built our portfolio of technologies. We now offer more than 160 technology that we license to the market. And just to give some perspective, in the last 5 years, we have added more than 40 new technologies, all of them related to circularity, renewables, and sustainability. Again, this is a very important question. SAF is really being, market is being dictated by the mandates, especially in Europe. Europe is the one that is in the forefront in specifying the mandates for SAF. And that's really pushing the whole industry. At the same time, you have the challenge of the feedstock to be used for producing SAF. There's a lot of other places in the world that have less certain biofeedstock advantage in providing that feedstock and generate, the SAF that is needed. I would say that locations like that have abundance in ethanol might have an advantage there, right, in terms of capacity, scale, in meeting that demand on the short term and using, let's say, proven route for SAF. There's a lot of work still being developed on eSAF, and that might take a little bit longer to be able to reach the market. Electrification is clearly the best route to decarbonize. If you electrify, basically you're removing all sources of CO2 that would derive from burning fossil fuels. But electricity is not cheap. And for you to electrify, to replace fossil fuel firing, that electricity needs to come from a renewable, from a non-fossil basis. At the moment, this is the challenge, is the price of electricity and the availability of electricity to electrify. But we're seeing that the industry is moving that direction. We see now smaller steps in electrifying their processes. Carbon capture is challenging in the sense that it's a very CAPEX intensive in OPEX as well. And then you have to have, of course, the use for that carbon that's being captured. You need to store or maybe use it to convert it to something else. So at the moment, those are the main challenging points for that technology to be widely applied. Is being able to capture on a low-cost way and have access to storage and most likely conversion to other things, because there's going to be a limit on how much that's going to be able to be stored. So carbon utilization, I think, is going to be the key in the next step in this challenge, right? How to decarbonize, right? Integration between refinery and petrochemical is critical. And I would say that it's got to be driven by feedstock flexibility. The plant needs to have the flexibility to process a wide range of feedstocks to accommodate for the uncertainty, the energy uncertainty that we're seeing right now. And that's going to be critical in improving your operating margins, yields, and everything else. So that integration between refining and petrochemical and the flexibility to be able to process different feedstocks. It's my second time participating in the PRC. What I see here is clearly is a perfect forum for connection with operators, with peers, right? And also what I see this year, a lot more participation from the EPC as well, and vendors. So I think it's a great forum for fostering and sharing what we're all doing, especially when you look at the challenge that we have in our industry now, that to solve that, we need to have a lot of, say, collaboration, cooperation between all the parties involved.